not pure, it's cut. Let's keep it lit.
The pain runs deep, man. You know it's so deep sometimes you can't even describe it, man. Depression, anxiety. My cousin caught a case just a week ago. My other partner found dead in his vehicle. We been living in a pandemic. Fuck the pigs thinking every black man did it. My favorite auntie died and broke my mama heart. So close it will never break they bond apart. Reflecting back got me thinking about my granny dark. Watched my daughter wrapped around her granddaddy's arms. Critical condition, he was innocent. Another black man, another incident. The pain runs deep when it's so close. They shot my nigga greedy at the liquor store.
Pain runs deep. This pain runs deep. It's hard for me, and it's hard for you. Oh, this pain runs deep.
He had a lot of pain in his left kidney. High cholesterol, major stress in him. They shot his grandson getting off the bus. His mama going crazy, crying, going nuts. She got her purse snatched, leaving Taco Bell. Yellow tape with 11 bullet shells. Another man lost his life and his family grieving. They saw the photographs, he was badly beaten. Red and blue lights, another episode. They shot that man, he didn't have no weapon, no. They killed another black man at Walmart. They shot another man at the ballpark.
Pain runs deep. This pain runs deep. It's hard for me, and it's hard for you. Oh, this pain runs deep.
Her son is paralyzed from the waist down. Police got me paranoid, face down. They shot a teenager at the playground. They thought he fit the description, it's a mistake now. These pigs don't give a shit about no black people. They supposed to protect us, but they just act evil. They be so trigger happy shooting color folks. He was black and educated, he's a young adult. He don't deserve to lose his daddy, but his daddy died. It really broke his heart watching his granny cry. She was only 16, but she's a prostitute. Her mama's on dope and always knocking boots.
Pain runs deep. This pain runs deep. It's hard for me, and it's hard for you. Oh, this pain runs deep.
Welcome to another episode of Keepin It Lit podcast. So check this out. We got a special guest today. Before I introduce the special guest, I want to introduce you to the guy behind the boards, Brown Productions. Book, what up?
What's up, G?
All right, what's up, man? I got my daughter over here. She watching too today, too. What's going on?
What's up?
Hey. All right. So our special guest today, we got M Dash. This guy's an entrepreneur. This guy's an artist. This guy, he's chefing. He got a lot of stuff going on. What's up, man? How
What's
you doing?
up? What's up, man? Yeah, I'm just it's a pleasure to be here. You feel me?
Pleasure to have you, bro.
thanks
I've
for
been
having me,
listening
man.
to a lot of your music, and you got a lot of stuff going on. Before we get to that, like, how's everything been? Like, a couple years, different things going on. Like, right now we in like a transition. Like, how you feeling?
I'm maintaining, man. I'm just trying to stay positive. You know what I mean? Stay in that positive mode. Every day I wake up with a positive aspect that I just woke up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
My family is good, and you know I'm prayed up. You know what I mean? I stay manifesting with affirmations. Really, just trying to keep that positive aspect on everything. So I'm blessed, man. I'm blessed. That's all I'm gonna say.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, we had like a lot of time on our hands, and you did some shit like a lot of people didn't do. You wrote a book.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So you got a book. It's called "When I Grow Up, There's No Limitation to a Young Black Man's Career Path."
Yeah.
Or young black boys. Bruh, like, take me through that. Like, where did you start from that? And like, what, bro, it's a lot of shit.
Yeah, man. I've always loved to write. You know what I mean.
Yes.
Just as a kid, you know what I mean, loving to write poetry. Even in school, I excelled. English was my favorite subject. You know what I mean. So when it came to writing, I've always written poetry. I started rapping at an early age, but I've always wanted to write books. I just always procrastinated on it because I didn't really know how to really piece everything together.
Okay.
You know what I mean. So, me, just what I've been going through, even in and stuff like that, just being a black male. You know what I mean, and being being looked at in different ways.
Right.
And, with just racism and just different things in the corporate world and just growing up looked at because of your skin color, because of your hair, because of the way you talk. It just made me just really want to piece something together that can inspire kids, that can inspire the youth, that they can really have something that could really look up and just not really something that's going to be something that's really, entertaining or something that's fun, but something that's really going to teach them. I really want to teach them, and something that they can look at and, read it and then come back and read it again. Because I've had people read the book and say, you know what, they told their dad that they want to be this, or they told their mom they want to be this because they read this book. And that makes me feel good because that's what I want to get out of it.
So before we get into the next one, I got a question for you. So tell me something funny in the book, because I know you went through some funny shit through your life. Tell me a funny excerpt from it to where you like.
I mean, I didn't write the book based on me though. Just
Right.
To be honest with you.
All right. Well, tell me a funny story in your life that you felt like, whew, and you learned from it.
I mean, it's a lot of funny stuff, man. But you put me on the spot with that one. I can tell you.
No. Hey, statutes of limitations over with, brother.
No, I'm finna tell you, bro.
Okay.
I learned a lot, man.
Right.
I grew up playing with fire. You know what I mean?
Of course.
I think both my parents is actually listening right now, but I didn't.
Mama, I burnt the rug.
I almost burned houses on fire, man, and played with a lot of flames when I shouldn't have been.
right.
To be honest with you, so I didn't learn the hard way when it comes to that, bro. And it's not funny, but at the same time, it is funny because I could look back and talk about it and talk with it with them. But yeah, man, just I was always the trouble child when it came to getting in trouble and doing a lot of stuff. And what I learned was that I can turn it around and be somebody, you know what I mean? That I can turn it around and make an impact, you know what I mean? I was growing up always getting in trouble, in and out of juvenile hall, always fighting. But now, what I'm saying, my thing is I'm building different streams of income, I'm investing, I'm writing books, I'm an artist, I'm a chef, and I'm really just trying to show people that you can be whatever you want to be, especially my daughter.
Brother, we're gonna get to that.
Oh, well, look, you asking me, man, you got me elaborating.
We'll
I mean, I'm just saying.
What I want to know before we get to that is, bro, like, you've done a lot of things right now, but now you're writing a book.
Yes, sir.
And you've already written a book, and now you got other books coming on right now. Like, when did it take you the time to sit down and be like, you know what, I want to write a book? And then how long did it take you to actually, like, get to it?
You see, the thing is, I had already been writing different. I got a couple books in the making now already, man. Okay. Actually, like 3 or 4 of them.
Right.
I just ain't bought in life, you know what I mean? And this is one of them. It happens to be.
Okay.
And what happened was I already had pieced some of it together, a lot of it together.
Right.
And when the pandemic hit, you know what I mean? That affected a lot of people, of course, including me.
Definitely.
And I sat still for a couple months. Okay. You know what I mean? Because just, just shock of everything going on, I sat still for a couple months. And then something just lit a fire under me, man. And I started just, doing a lot of studying, looking at a lot of YouTube videos about building different streams of income. Okay. Investing in yourself. The time is now. Don't wait on nobody. Get an LLC. You know what I mean? Really be your own entrepreneur. And that really just stuck with me because I've always done that anyway. So it really just lit a fire under me. Like, the time is now. With this virus, I don't know what's going on, man. You know what I mean? So it had me just want to step it up to a few notches to where I'm trying to do everything I can do to show everybody my creativity. Period.
Okay, so talking to like the young, you don't have to say black entrepreneurs, but just any entrepreneur that's younger than you, like when you're doing what you're doing, like what steps did you go through to like make your dreams come true? As far as like you're writing a book, I know you have to go through a couple different steps because as far as getting the books published and things like that, like what did you have to do to make that happen?
And man, yeah, it was a ton of steps, man, but the main thing was doing research. I mean, you know what I mean? I learned how to do a lot of stuff myself. I mean, a lot of people can attest to that. Well, a few people can attest to that, actually, but I learned how to do it myself. I've done a ton of research, and I've done a ton of research on the internet, and on just different channels, trying to figure out how I should, how I should start the book, how I should format it, how I should get it edited, and just all that research just really paid off. I've done a ton of that. When we on lockdown, man, that's all you got is time.
Definitely.
And I spent a ton of time doing research so I can make the book right, because this is my first book. I mean, I'm an author, man, and it's a blessing. It's a blessing to say that I'm an author. You know what I mean? Just real talk.
You did what you
did.
I
and the
that.
thing is that I got a few more in the making and a couple books about to come out. So it's really a blessing to be able to say that I'm an author and that I, released my first book that can make an impact, for young kings.
Well, bro, we give flowers to everybody that's here right now. I know you don't want your flowers after you passed away. What I need to know as far as this is this book that you did, it's out here. The book that's out, do you want this to be like something that you want your kids to look at and be like, yo, pay attention? Because obviously you're putting messages out there. Is that like something for your kids to have to go through, or do you want everybody to like try to like take a look at this so they know where they're going in the future?
Yeah, man, both ways. I mean, me and my daughter talk all the time, so she already knows to get down as far as that. So this book is not only for her, but just for a lot of my nephews, you know what I'm saying, my cousins, you know what I mean, family, but just youth in general. Not only black youth, it's youth in general, man. It's different nationalities that don't know what they want to be when they grow up when it comes to kids. So it's not only for black youth, you know what I mean? It's for everybody to read and just understand what they can be, you know what I mean? Regardless of your skin color, regardless of who you are, regardless of how you talk, you know what I mean? Regardless of the community you're in, you can blend in and be what you want to be and do it how you want to do it. As long as you have faith in yourself and you make it happen, period.
So putting the book out, did you think that it was only going to go to a certain like demographic of people, or did you know it was like going to go out?
No, I knew it was going to go out, man.
Okay.
I knew it was going to go out because, even though based on the title, The Young Black Boy's Career Path, just based on what it means, the meaning of it, I have everybody every color appreciates it because of the fact, the meaning of it, and they understand that, with so much going on in the world, with the racism and everything else, that this is something that, that everybody's facing today anyway. So it makes people appreciate it. It's school teachers reading this to their students. Right. So it's pretty cool.
That's dope. So definitely in the schools. So I mean, especially with everything that's going on right now in politics right now, we're not going to talk about politics, but that's a book that somebody can read to like really like see what's going on in the world.
Yes, sir.
I support that. So I'm going to tell you what, like, we can still talk about that book, but you got a lot of in the bag right now. You got other books.
Yes, sir.
We could talk about the next book. We could talk about some cookbooks, but I mean, I don't know where you want to go.
Yeah, man. The next book is called My Dream Job.
Yikes.
A Black Girl's Dream Comes True.
Okay.
And it's based on the female's perspective, based on a book like this when I grow up.
Right.
And I based it around my daughter, actually. You know, my daughter's 13. When I wrote it, she was 12, but I based it around her. Just the book is dedicated to her and just to give her inspiration. And she's great. She's awesome. She's beautiful. She's a straight A student. So it made me just want to include her in everything I do. So I dedicated that book to her. But it's based on the same book as far as the male aspect of when I grew up, but it's coming from a female aspect. So I had to really step back and put my shoes on, you know what I mean, and really embrace my female aspect as far as the different career paths. I did a lot of research on that, you know what I mean, as far as what females may want to do, how much money they make. So a lot of the career paths are based on them going to school, the money they make and stuff like that, as far as what I chose. You know what I mean? And then it's cool, man. I don't want to say too much about it.
No. Shoot your shit. I mean, I just look at it like, cause my daughter's here, so like I want her to be able to read your book just like she was reading this book. I want her to be able to like look at that and see like an empowerment. So that's dope that you were able to do it for both male and female as far as black people.
Yeah, and actually my cousin Alicia gave me that idea, you know what I mean? Because I wrote
Shout out Alicia.
Yeah, and she was like, you need to do a female version.
Yeah, definitely.
And that gave me the idea. I'm like, let's do the female version. And I wrote that during this pandemic. This pandemic got me productive, y'all. we going to get on all that later, but
nah, hell no.
This got me being
right
very, very creative. And it's a lot of stuff coming out, a lot of stuff going down, because all I got is time.
Right.
And if all I got is time, then that y'all gonna hear a lot from me in different ways. I'm just saying.
I'll tell you this. I've listened to a lot of stuff that you got going on as far as you're a musician, as far as you're musician and you're author as well. So I don't know what's easier, what's harder, but what you're saying in your books versus what you're saying in your raps is that like kind of come together? Because I know that you say a lot of things in your raps. My music reflects me a lot.
Right. Weed, man. Somebody gotta hold the weed, man. Perm killer. Perm killer.
Host. We here with M Dash. How you doing, brother? You good?
I'm blessed, man. Hey, man, I'm doing real I'm good,
Yo,
man.
You got a lot,
I'm elevated. You feel me? That's all I'm gonna tell you. I'm elevated.
But speaking of elevated, you got a lot of shit
elevated,
in your
man.
belt right now. So you got an album coming out, Elevation the album.
Yes, sir. Elevation the album, man. You want me to speak on it? What we doing?
Yeah,
So I
hell
know.
yeah. Well, I mean, I
Elevation.
can ask you a question. You can shoot it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Nah, I mean, it's been a while since you dropped the album. I think this is about the time. But why did you think it was that time?
I thought it was, man. I haven't dropped an album in about 4 years, since 2016, actually, man.
Right.
You know, just going through a lot. I really wasn't motivated, honestly.
Okay.
And this pandemic, man, once again, it's lighting a fire under me, man. I got a passion for music. I've always had a passion for music, regardless of what's going on. You know what I mean? This music thing is something that's in me. It's gonna always be in me. So, and plus it's another stream of income. I can't even lie to y'all. So that's another situation. You know what I mean? And when the checks come in, that had me another reason to want to light it back up. But at the same time, just a lot to talk about right now. Just a lot of stuff going on right now that I got to talk about. And y'all
Can we cheers to this right now?
You know what I mean?
Cheers to my next question to you.
Yeah,
right
I'm
now.
gonna cheers to this Escalator Fashions mug,
Wait,
man.
hold
You know
on,
what I mean?
wait.
I'm just
I
saying,
see
yes,
that.
sir.
Shout out to Escalator Fashions.
Yes,
for sure.
yes.
How about cheers to you? Because right now you got a different album coming out, and you got a lot of different unique people from different places. What made you go that route?
Yeah, man. Like I was saying, excuse me, I haven't dropped an album in about 4 years, so
All right.
being at the level I'm at as far as, you know, this will be my 6th or 7th, and, you know, I got to count actually, but 6th or 7th solo album.
Okay.
And I was really just trying to do something different, you know what I mean? I mean, I'm really trying to just think outside the box as far as the level I've done it, the sound I'm taking it to, and stuff like that. So I work with one producer on this album. I've never done that before. His name was Armani DePaul. He is the dopest producer to me, actually. Armani DePaul.
Can you name some of the different albums he's produced?
Yeah, man, he worked with Stevie Joe. He worked with Jay Style, and he's worked with a bunch of cats. Man,
So
I can't
he's
name
all
everybody.
around. Okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
he worked with them tough.
Right.
Actually, my partner Tilt just told me, my family Tilt told me that he just worked with he produced, I guess, most of the Stevie Joe Mozzie album too.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's raw. But yeah, man. So I worked with one producer, stepped up my production tremendously. The sound, I'm just a studio I'm recording in, is just a bunch of notches up. And then not only that, getting back to your question, I reached out to a bunch of overseas artists. You know what I mean? I got a singer that actually is on my label now that I'm working with, named Majestic Honey.
Okay.
And she is on 2 of my songs. She's from Nigeria.
Okay.
And then I have another singer named Legacy. She's from Philadelphia. She's on the song called Pain Runs Deep, who, if y'all was tuned at the beginning, y'all heard that song.
Oh, that was who she was?
Yeah.
Dope.
That's one of the
She's
songs
super
from Elevation,
Okay,
man. So her
okay.
name is Legacy.
Okay.
And then I got 2 cats from Jamaica. You know, this Jamaican.
Oh, they hitting this
singers.
with the bop,
Yeah,
bop.
Stephen I Am. It's
Okay.
super dope.
Okay.
You know, he's on a song with me and my partner Roddy Bull called Back Like I Never Left.
Okay.
And then I got this other singer on there. She's a female singer, well, a female reggae artist, excuse me.
Okay.
And she's on a song called I'm Still Waiting.
Okay.
So the key was just to reach out to a bunch of overseas artists and do something different, give it a different sound, have it level up, because I love reggae. And to me, when you got that reggae on a song, man, that takes it to a whole different level,
But
whole different vibe.
my question would be to you, like, hey, what made you like step out that box?
That's just me trying to do something different,
Okay,
man. Like I said,
okay.
because see, I didn't release so many
Because
albums.
you got a lot of shit.
Yeah.
Like, what made you all of a sudden now be like, yo, let me go touch the bases over here? Hey, you know what? Because your music is dope too. You could have did that, but now you're doing it.
You're right, man. You know, because I didn't did I didn't did songs with just about every Bay artist you can name almost
Right.
when it comes to the
Right.
old school artists.
Right,
You know what I
right,
mean?
right,
Even songs with The Game. You
Right.
know what I mean? San Quinn, JT the Bigger Figure. You know what I mean? Yeah, and Shanti. I mean, we can keep naming cats. Selsky. I mean, the name goes on, man. And the key is that I've done all that. So
Right.
because I've done all that, now I want to reach out to these overseas artists and give it a whole different sound, a whole different
Do
touch.
something different.
Yeah, do something different, man. Nigeria, Jamaica, you know what I mean? And that just speaks, man, that's going to speak volumes. Wait till y'all hear it.
No, that's
Apollo's
definitely-
Back featuring Majestic Honey, one of the singles coming very soon.
Shout
You
out
feel me?
Majestic. Let's do it.
Yeah,
So,
shout out.
Tell me this, as far as like everything that you've been doing, like how much producing do you do? Because I know you probably be behind the scenes, Do you do a lot of behind the scenes producing?
You mean as far as the music?
Yeah.
No, that's Armani DePaul, man.
Okay.
Armani
Okay,
DePaul
well,
handles the production
all
on this album.
flowers to you.
Armani
I
DePaul
get
is
it.
my guy on this
Okay,
album,
okay.
man.
Oh, no,
One
but-
producer, and when y'all hear it, it's gonna be a beautiful thing. Trust me, the eardrums,
Okay.
it's gonna be stimulated. I'm stimulating y'all eardrums on this one. Please believe it. I'm trying to tell y'all, it's a beautiful
all right,
thing.
well, the album coming out, I want to know, like, give me some of the tracks that we should be looking forward to.
Yeah, y'all should be looking forward to Elevated.
Okay.
You should be looking forward to Freaky Thing.
Who's
You
Freaky
should-
Thing with?
Freaky Thing is just with me, but it's one of them ones, man. It's
By
one of the
yourself?
singles. Yeah, by myself.
All
The
right,
song.
all right, but you let me know how
what
to
I
go.
mean?
Okay,
The
okay.
Freaky Thing is one of the dopest singles, man. It's one of the singles for the ladies.
Okay.
Y'all gonna love that one.
Okay.
Back Like I Never Left,
Okay.
featuring my partner Roddy Bo and Stephen M.I. And then
Hey, speaking of never left, you think
Yeah.
since you've been gone for a couple of years, you think you left? Or you want motherfuckers to
Back
know
Like
you
I Never Left, man. I had to let them know, you know what I
Okay.
mean? When it comes to Back Like I Never Left, everything is fitting right there.
Yes, sir. You back in the mix.
Yeah, we back in the mix, man.
Yeah.
Elevated, Back Like I Never Left. A lot of the album revolves around a lot of stuff that I'm going through right now. You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay.
And you know, Pain Runs Deep. You know, My Heart Changed. Those two songs mean a lot because that's from the heart, man. It's gonna touch you when you hear them songs. You know what I mean? Me and Tip got a song in there called Going Crazy. You feel me? Man, the song, man, it's well put together. It's 13 songs on there.
Wow.
We shoot the first video Saturday.
I'm going to keep it lit. If you go to YouTube, you type in M Dash, he ain't never left. All his shit is on there. So for you to say you left, but now you back, I get it. Especially after this COVID and all the bullshit. Like,
Yes,
motherfuckers
sir.
can go back right now and look at your shit. Your shit is like aged from then to now.
I'm trying to just give some, you know what I mean, going through all this, man, I want to just lift people up. And that's
Of
why,
course.
that's what this album Elevations revolve around. Lifting people up,
Right.
me being uplifted, me, you know what I'm saying, elevating my money, me elevating my mind, me elevating my creativity, but then I'm elevating other people too while I'm doing it because so many people hit me today like, man, you motivate me right now for everything you're doing. Man, thanks for motivating me. I'm elevating them, you know what I mean? And I'm thankful for that. This album is elevation. When y'all hear it, that's what I'm saying. You're going to understand why because it's a blessing to still be able to do this music and do it the way I'm doing it and do it even better than I ever did it. Thank you. Real talk.
You had me at elevating my money. I was with
I'm
you.
just saying, man.
with you.
Elevating your money, your
Elevating my
income, man.
money.
7 streams of income, man. That's what I've been working on, period. Period.
So I know you said you got a soft date, but you really don't have a hard one. So sometime we looking like beginning of the year, first quarter,
For what, bro?
for your next album.
Man, the single is coming out in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And the
Okay.
single is called Tell Me.
Oh.
And it's going crazy. The single is called Tell Me. We shoot the video Saturday. It'll be out in 2 weeks. I can't get this tentative date, but look, y'all gonna hear it and everything. You're gonna tune in. You're gonna get posted. You're gonna
Right.
see it on social media. And it's called Tell Me off the album Elevation. Please be on the lookout.
That's pretty dope.
Yes, sir.
So we're looking at it like
Then, hold on one second.
Oh.
Then the next single is called Apollo's Back. And then
Oh.
the single after that is called Monopolize. It's all lined up. That's one thing I done learned too, man. I'm planning so far ahead. I could speak on a lot of stuff I got coming out like and way ahead, but I can't, you know what I mean?
Bro, I'm with you. I mean, we
You
can't
know.
drop no dates, but I'm with you.
It's all, trust me, man. You know, everything is done. It ain't just talking, it's done.
No,
It's
no,
complete.
I know it. I mean, we done heard
It's
some
done.
shit, so I know this shit is dope. So
Yeah.
we done heard some shit. All right, so by doing books and your albums that's going on right now, like, do you put a lot more like attention into your albums or like more attention to your writing? Because I know you got some other shit going on.
Bro, it's hard to sleep, man. I can't even lie to you. I'm being totally honest. It's hard to sleep.
So you
because
might
of the
write a
fact that-
recipe and be like, I could throw that in a song.
It's just the fact that, you know what I mean, I'm writing books.
Right.
I had to put the second book. The second book is done. I had to just put it on hold because I was trying to drop in December.
Can we talk about what it's called?
Yeah,
It's on you,
It's
brother.
called My Dream Job. Yeah, My Dream Job, a black girl's dream come true.
And I want my
You know
daughter
what I
to
mean?
really read that because that's gonna be a dope book.
Yes,
I want her to read that.
So, based on that, I had to put the book on hold for a couple months because I had to focus on the album.
Okay.
You know, it just was so much going on. I be trying to do. My mind goes crazy sometimes, and I try to do 5 things at once, and I can't do it.
Right.
I try to, but it don't work out like that. You
I
feel me?
understand that. I
So I had to
understand
put the book on hold. It's done. You know what I mean? But the album is something that I'm trying to get out right now. My daughter is on my tail about this about this album, and I'm trying to get it done. We rocking. Tilda's on me. You know what I mean? The album needs to come out ASAP, so we pushing it. It'll be out sooner than you think. And then the book is out probably a month or two after that, honestly.
Listen,
I'm
looking forward to the album.
You know, my Uncle Gerald's editing the book, actually.
Okay.
So, and then I got one other editor, but he's the main editor for the book, so I appreciate that, too. I'm trying to keep it in the family, man, if I can.
I'm looking forward to seeing both the album and the books. But, just reading the excerpts from your books, hey, you kind of get deep into the book. My question is, is that something, obviously I asked you this question, but, it's, something that you want us to move forward?
As far as what, bro?
As far as, people being able to read the book and be like, yo, been through that. Because I'm going to tell you, dads have probably read that and been like, yo, I've been through that. And it's something I've been wanting to tell my son, but nobody ever listens because they want to go through the knock my head upside the wall before I listen to the shit that I actually say.
That's the whole thing of it, man. Yeah, and that's why I wrote the female aspect, too, because I'm about to take it to a whole nother level once things start to open up and start going on book tours, start doing some fundraisers, and really start making an impact and give it back to the less fortunate. And a lot of people need to read this book that haven't had exposure to the book yet. Right. I'm just getting started. I'm a first-time artist, so I got a lot to learn. I got a lot to soak up when it comes to exposure, when it comes to promoting books. I'm still learning. Still learning. You know what I mean? My second and third book, I'm still learning. I got a lot of work to do. So, it's nothing but time right now. So, I'm always on different platforms trying to learn and see what I can do as far as soaking up game, because that's all I can do as far as it make me better. You know what I mean?
I disagree with you by saying you're the first-time artist because you've been doing this shit
First-time
for years.
author, I mean, sir.
Author. Okay,
yeah, author. Excuse me.
I'm about to say, because you've been an artist forever.
Yeah, first-time author,
I'm
man.
going to tell you, an author is an artist as well.
Yeah,
you've been doing this for years, so now you put it on pages.
And that's one thing, you're right, though, because I love to paint pictures, man, on, at least on every album, I try to put a song where I'm telling stories that people could relate to and paint pictures. And that's one thing my family always tells me. Say, man, you always dope at them storytelling songs. People could relate to that. You know what I mean? And you're right. And so that goes hand in hand, man. I love to write. I love to write, bro. It's one of my passions. It's therapy for me. It's a stress reliever. You know what I mean? Writing, and cooking are my two stress relievers. You know what I mean? There's times where I done have rough days, like super rough days, stressed out, and I'll go get a drink. You know what I'm saying? It's something to medicate with. And I'll sit in the car for like 3-4 hours writing. Just in my vehicle, in my zone, just right there, just writing. And I don't even tell people that, but that's just my zone. And you know what I mean? Right. That's my therapy right there. Right. You feel me? So that's what it is. Well, yeah. Yeah.
So we ain't gonna even, so before we even get into that, yo, we're going back to break. Keepin It Lit podcast.
Oh, we going to break, yeah.
Keepin It Lit, man. We out here.
I might as well take a shot. You feel me?
/ artist, / author. We out. We'll be back in a second. Keepin It Lit.
Look out for the album.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yo, welcome back. Keepin It Lit podcast, and I'm with your boy M Dash. Hey, so check this. In this segment right now, we're gonna talk about this apparel we got. This is Escalator Fashions. Bro, tell us a little bit about it. I see what you got going on. So we got everything back here. What's up?
I'm just trying to be creative once again, man. The creativity that came out, and we trying to. My cousin Lisa texted me, but yeah, you know what, man? I'm just trying to be creative. You know what I mean?
Tell Lisa, call in.
Yeah, call in, cousin. You feel me? Call me. But look, man, that's what, once again, like I said, it had me creating a business mind with everything going on. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And when the pandemic first started, like I said, I was a little froze, but it took me a couple months to really put my business mind together and think that this is the time to start building. I wanted to create a business that was, sustainable. Right. That can really last, regardless of businesses closing down. People can click on their phone and order my shirts. Okay. You know what I mean? Regardless of anything closing down.
Where do we go to find it?
EscalatorFashions.com. That's all you go to.
Nice.
And you're going to see the whole layout. EscalatorFashions.com. I also got shirts always on me in the trunk, so I'm always moving and selling shirts. I'm always shipping them. I'm doing deliveries.
What happened the other day? We don't want niggas just pulling up.
Look at my guy's shirt right here, man. That's affirmations right there, boy. Money comes to me easily, frequently, and unexpectedly, man.
But
you know what I mean?
Don't pull up on them trying to get out the trunk. Just hit the website.
You can get either one. You know what I mean? We stick and move with this, man. Escalator Fashions is a brand, and I'm going to stay pushing it. You know what I'm saying? Now I got my pops on it. You know what I'm saying? My pops is with me rocking, man. And, you know, my pops helped me print shirts up now, so we're going to keep it in the family once again. You feel me?
So you got a few different shirts. Stoney is my dude, though. Like, so what's going on with Stoney and them?
Stony Jackson featuring the Potheads,
Boom,
man.
let's go.
That's a reggae group you don't even know about yet that I
Right.
created, bruh.
Right.
And you know, it's one of the popular shirts right now, you know what I'm saying? My pops helped me print up a bunch of those, a bunch of those. I'm a little twisted, but a bunch of those. And yeah, I've been selling them, man. They moving. Stony Jackson featuring the Potheads.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
like,
People keep wondering when they gonna perform. I'm
Right.
still forming the group, man. Y'all gotta be patient.
Nah, you
This
gotta
Stony
make that
Jackson and the
right.
Potheads, man. You know what I
Right.
mean? This is M-Dash group on Planet Bound Entertainment. The group is still being formed. Y'all gotta be patient.
Now
But
we
look,
understand why the Stony and the Potheads gonna be late.
Stony Jackson featuring
They
the
gonna
Potheads,
be
man.
late. They gonna be late a little bit.
You know what I
They
mean?
gonna be there.
But look, we promoting it right now. Everybody gonna have a shirt on, and so when the
And the
group come
apparel
out,
dope.
and it's gonna be surprising. Thank
your
you, sir.
apparel super dope.
Yeah,
bro.
go ahead,
pull
go
that
ahead.
up.
Yeah, keep moving, keep sticking and moving while we going, man. I got you.
Yeah.
So what we doing next?
Shit, we talking about your apparel right now, bro. Because the next thing we about to get into, we don't want to talk about it.
We
right
got
now.
the red thing right here, man.
Boom.
The Stony Jackson,
That's
man.
one of my favorites.
You know what I mean? Yes, sir. Stony Jackson in that
That's super
thing,
dope.
man.
That's super dope.
Yes, sir. So
That's super dope.
you know, the creativity, man, it's a lot of shirts I got, man. It's empowering black women, black, you know, dope black girls, beautiful black women, Bay Area shirts, you know, marijuana related shirts, just being, you know, real talk, medicated, you feel me? My daughter, man, you know what I mean? I've been trying to show my daughter a lot, real talk. So she even designed a shirt that's on Escalator Fashions called Tiana Marie Fashions, man. Just trying to teach her the entrepreneurship and just how to build. And, you know, I want her to have a brand. She wants to be a designer, actually. So,
Right.
so it was a blessing. That's one another reason why I did this, man, just to show her that, you know, she can do whatever she wants to do when she sees me do it. You
That's
feel
why
me?
I keep my
Just
little
real
mama
talk.
around too. Same thing.
Yes, sir.
But as far as your Escalator Fashion, like, is that a family business? So little mama, like, does she get to like have like choice like that? Put that in.
Man, when she sells shirts, she gets money from it.
Boom.
So yeah, that's
okay.
family
So she has
business.
it. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
with I'm with
You know,
I'm with
my mom is involved too. My dad is involved now. You know what I
It's a
mean? So
family
yeah, this is
business.
a family business, man. And
support that,
we're gonna
bro.
take it to LS. And then my dad has a business too. Just think, you know what I mean? We're gonna push that too. So we rocking. We rocking, man. Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's a blessing, man. It's a blessing to be able to do everything we doing, as far as just being able to build. You know, man, my cousin Noveen got some stuff going, and just to see everybody be able to build and be innovative right now is really a blessing to see. You know what I mean? And
So
then
tell
my
me
man,
this, like,
look,
do you got?
I'm talking too much. Huh?
No. You hear?
Go ahead.
My question is like, do you got to put the push behind everybody, or is your family already on the push already?
Nah, I don't push people no more, man. And not even talking about my family, just people in general.
Right.
Cause I done been through that years ago, so now I just do me. You know what I
Okay.
mean? I don't even tell people when I got stuff coming out. Yeah, like people didn't even know about the book. My mom didn't even know about the book. You know, I just came out with a book.
Right.
Real talk. And because I felt like instead of procrastinating, you know, I see so many people talking about what I'm gonna do, what I'm about to do, how I'm gonna do it, and never do it. So my thing is, I'm just gonna do it. I'm trying to be all action, man. I don't want to just be talking about it. I'd rather just be all action and make it happen. And just to surprise people with that book, I feel like made an impact as it was, because they was like, damn, you wrote a book? And that's what everybody still say to this day.
Can I tell
Man, you wrote a book, you know what I mean?
Can I tell you why I don't like that?
What's up?
Cause well, I know you took a little hiatus out, but nigga, you was dropping hits and hits and hits. Why you never told nobody like, yo, this was coming?
I just wanted to just, man, you know, like I said, there's a lot more stuff coming y'all don't even know about, to be
I
honest
know.
with you.
And
I just rather just trying to just build and build and build, man, because, you know, I'm just not one to keep talking about it. I just want to show y'all what I can do instead of just keep talking about it. And now I'm at that level to where that's what I'm going to do. It's a lot of stuff that's going through my head that I'm going to create, and that I'm going to create with my family together, that we going to make happen.
So, being from the Bay Area. And
Yes, I'm
being
from
in-
Vallejo,
well,
Vallejo, California,
I'm with
707, man.
California. So I'm with you. But you've done a lot of projects with a lot of different people, and you don't boast and you don't put yourself out there like, I did this with this, I did this with this, I did this with
No,
this.
I don't. You're right.
But if people go through your catalog, bro, you done been with the best of them.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
I think that you hella humble.
me.
I think that you're definitely humble.
This beer got me on one, but yeah,
Nah,
got me
nah,
burping and
it's
stuff.
good, it's
Man, look,
good.
these cats got me on this.
No, I don't got
me
you
on
that.
Hennessy, got me on
Nah.
beer. You know what I mean?
Hell
But
nah.
yeah, what was the question,
Nah,
bro?
because you
What
being
we
humble
doing?
right now, you done been on the records with all these niggas.
Yes, sir. Yeah, man. I mean, you know, it's my work ethic, honestly, man. Like, cats, you know, just know from just back in the day, even fans, like, they always say, Dash, wherever I go, I see your stuff. Wherever I go, I see your stuff. I've always been one of the dopest promoters, one of the dopest marketers. You're going to see my stickers everywhere, my posters, my albums, my flyers, whatever it is, I'm pushing, man. And you know what I'm saying? My motivation and my drive is unmatched. My work ethic cannot be matched right now. I'm trying to tell y'all, man. The sleep is not even an option right now. We working hard, man. Just period. I'm not even talking. I'm speaking. Yes, sir. Cannot be, man. It's not matched. Y'all can hear that on the song Apollo's Back. I'm trying to be the hardest working dude. You know what I mean? And not even trying to compete with nobody. Just trying to be me and just trying to put a lot of stuff that's in my head, I'm trying to bring it to life because it's been in my head for a while, and I kept just putting it off. I kept putting it off. It's no time to put it off now, man.
So,
you know what I mean?
in no number right now, give me the top people that you've worked with in the Bay Area. It don't have to be 1 through 10. It could just be, you could throw them anywhere. Because I know you work with a lot of people.
Wait, say it again. No number? Wait, what?
No, I'm saying, like, you don't got to name them 1 through 10. You can just throw out 10 of them that you work with. That's because I know some dope ass shit.
San Quinn, Selsky,
Boom.
Mac and AK, Jacka, man, is my
Boom.
guy.
Rest in
R.I.P.
peace, Jack.
Jacka, man. Hustler,
sure.
the
Huss.
Huss, My Figures, you know what I mean? Man, Shanti, you know, my East Palo Alto, man, partner Prozac, you feel me?
Yeah, we're gonna see
Man,
you
Money
soon.
Mind, man, you know, Mac and AK, man, rest in peace, my partner Mac, you feel me? Man, T-Benz, Crypto, you feel me? K.O.B., Ruxo, man, I mean, the list will go on, man, I mean, I can keep naming cats, you know what I mean? But
Bro, you win like 15
you know,
though.
But
that's
then not
cool.
only that, man,
I
other
support
cats
that.
like The Game, man, you know what I mean? The Game was on 2 of my albums.
So that was my next question because I know like you not only in the Bay Area. I know you've like worked like nationwide, or you might be international. Obviously you are. Cause,
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So you've obviously did that. Like, is there,
You know what? Let me touch on something real
of
quick.
course,
Just real quick.
Of course.
That was another reason, actually, and I'm all over the place right now, but that was another reason why I wanted to reach out to international artists because I feel like that's going to give me that international exposure as well, which was big. You know what I mean? I didn't touch up on that earlier, but these cats out there now want to push my music so tough. They love me.
Right.
You know what I mean? I didn't wrote for them. Excuse me, I don't even want to get into all that. But the bottom line is that these cats now want to rock with me so tough, they going to push my music in Jamaica and Nigeria. And to me, that's big. You know what I mean? So that was a whole nother reason, too, just to try to reach out to people overseas. That's going to give me that whole nother aspect. I stay in touch with these people now. We talk.
Of course.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So when I go
shit.
out there, we rock it. We may shoot a video out there. I was talking to Roddy Bull about Jamaica. Once all this mess clears up with everything, you know what I mean? We may go out there. So that was a whole nother reason, man, just to venture out and be able to get that whole exposure in Nigeria and Jamaica and, you know what I mean, the United Kingdom. I'm working with different artists over there as well. You feel me?
Hey, so tell me that. As far as getting that exposure out there, and when you're getting the feedback and you seeing the numbers, are you like, I'm out here? Or is that one of them things like, I knew I would do that?
Nah, man. I see one
Right.
thing. I'm real humble, man.
Right, there you go. I
Because
was
honestly,
with you on that. I'm with you on
honestly,
that.
man, I work hard, but I don't never know what to expect. Just being real with you, man. It's
But
all.
your
it's
music
all,
is dope.
Thank you. No, I appreciate it, but it's all overwhelming sometimes because even this new album, man, I don't know what this process is gonna be like. I love it. I love the album,
Right.
and I feel like it's one of the best work I've ever done. But I feel like a lot of artists always say that it's one of my best albums. I don't want to say that really, but I'm gonna let y'all be the judge. You feel me? But I feel like everything I put into it. I put 150% in everything that I did on this album level wise because of the level I'm at. I feel like they got to get something, but they got to get some of my best work. If not, I don't want to put it out. Period. And that's what they gonna get. Boy, some of my best work, man.
And if you tell them right now, you put your heart, sweat, and tears into it, this got to be a dope album.
That's what I put into it, man. And you know the thing is, I just started it in September. That's the crazy part. I wasn't even tripping. I was working on books. I was working on books. I'm writing.
But it was,
you know what I mean?
It was during this pandemic,
It light
so
a
it was
fire
kind of
under
like,
me.
yo, I'm gonna write this book.
It
I'm
like,
gonna write,
and
you
then
know
I'm
what I mean?
seeing just a couple of other old school partners, you know what I'm saying, and just cats dropping, and I'm like, man, look, I got to get back in the trenches and show them that M- feel. A lot of folks is waiting, man. My music, man, I'm trying to tell you, I'm not gonna even speak on it highly like that, but that my music is something that's gonna stimulate their eardrums. They need to hear it. You know what I mean? I'm speaking a lot of different stuff that what people ain't talking about. And Armani the Paul on the beats is something that y'all just you need. I'm trying to tell you, you need in your vehicle, in your eardrums. You need it. Period. Can't wait for you to hear it, man. It speaks volumes.
I mean, we heard a few tracks. We did a few commercials. I heard it, brother. All that shit slaps, bro.
Yeah, well, y'all heard one so far. Pain Runs Deep.
Well, we need
and you know, I ain't even want to play that one yet, but you know, we rocked it, and that's one of them. But you're gonna hear a lot more very, very soon.
Hey, you know what? It's like somebody in East Palo Alto from my hood that do beats for motorcycles. Y'all gonna know who it is. I got you. Y'all gonna know who it is. But he put beat on motorcycles and that type of shit. Bruh, I would love to hear him slapping your shit. Yo, you keeping it lit with Bula and we got M Dash right now. All right, we'll see you guys when we get back. What y'all do right now is I want y'all to tune in because we're getting ready to leave majors. We'll be in, and what we're gonna do right now is tuck this out, and y'all can check it out what we got going on forward. Keepin It Lit podcast. Let's keep it lit.